All right, welcome back to this afternoon session. We're going to go just straight into it. And our first session is going to be by Professor Joseph Langeman, and his theme is on professional development in AI. Prof, welcome, and let's give him a big round of applause.
Sure, thank you very much. You know, I've realized the library doesn't like me. Do you know how you know that? They give you the graveyard shift right after lunch and when everybody's tired. And unfortunately, this is the session I personally was looking forward to the most because I'm a teacher here at UJ. So anything that will help me to work with these students will be a great win. So I hope you also, who of you are teachers here? Oh, no. Okay, so there's 2 teachers and just librarians. And who of you do research? Okay, that looks better because I know that's your KPA as well. So well done. So let's get a start. So it's my great pleasure to invite Patience Mofokeng and Luke Bababola all the way from the great metropolis of Tshwane, which is just 50 km from here. So can you guys please come to the stage? And then also Solomon Marimi, Gracious Mutiforo, Chipu Katsande, and Tendai Mukwane. They are, this is my old home, the Department of Computer Science from Manicaland, and that's in Zimbabwe if I'm correct. Am I correct? Where are our Zimbabwean friends? Virtually. Beautiful. Okay. So let's start, and we only have 20 minutes, which now means we have 16 minutes. So welcome, and please tell us about your research. Tell us about harnessing artificial intelligence to enhance student engagement, learning, and research. And don't leave a thing out. So tell us what you guys have been doing the last couple of days in your research. Thank you.
Yeah, good afternoon. What we've been doing so far as regards to AI is more of how we can get the students to get engaged with LMS and integrating so many AI technologies into LMS. And we came up with so many things, different technologies that have been available out there, how we can integrate it into LMS. And one of the key ones that is fascinating because of our background, we are in industrial engineering, and we realize that we deal with more of processes. And virtually most of the industry that have processes, we engage with them, discuss with them to see how we can improve their processes. So because of that, we realize that students need to have a platform whereby they can have industry perspective. And so we came up with a particular idea of having what we call AI notes into industry perspective, whereby we can integrate it into LMS. And one of the key things that we help the students most in this aspect is that when the lecturer's materials or the notes can be converted into a background of industry that they are dealing with based on the topic or the curriculum, so they can have a first-hand understanding of the ecosystem of the industry they are dealing with. So we have something of that nature. If something of that nature can be integrated into LMS, so that students on their own, after having a lecture time, they can go to the LMS and also interact with such thing, whereby maybe they've done, let's say 3 to 4 topics, and those 3 to 4 topics the note can be converted into a kind of industry-based perspective that we have the like of Soro generating text to what's going to video. So such a platform will be able to take the note and bring them into industry perspective. And when the student begins to watch such, he has better understanding of what is learning in the class, apart from the learning period within the class. So he can engage with that. When he engages with that, it helps him a lot to see the topic from the industry perspective, which is something that is very, very excellent. And also we help them to also learn faster and better. So that's aspect of engaging the students after the lectures.
Thank you, Luke. You see, I also wanted to study industrial engineering, and then I wasn't clever enough. So maybe as a first question, so I'm teaching industrial engineering Monday morning. What tools can I use? What you guys came up with? Give me 3 things I can use in my classroom on Monday morning with an LMS that will blow my students' minds away and make them clever enough for industrial engineer.
So I'm just going to mention one. So one is going to be in the form of gamification. So we know that our students, and especially the first years and probably also the second years, will like the fact that they can engage in terms of using games. So that will bring the platform to their use so that they can be able to, so that gamification will be almost like a movie where you go through different levels, and it's sort of like an adventure challenge where in that case you're able to engage with problems, real problems that industries face, like as he was alluding to, like process flow. So there will be a process flow question based on that. It will give different ideas of how the industry actually works. Then they need to think, use their critical thinking skills, problem-solving skills in order to be able to really navigate through the game. And I think that will be excellent for them to be able to, engage and also be able to grasp the information and also be able to cognitive. It also builds on their cognitive. So whatever they've learned in class, they're able to then implement. Yeah. So Luke will allude to the others.
Yeah, another thing also that's also we are thinking of, we have put together, we are thinking of a situation whereby also that most times lecturers give notes to the students, probably through the LMS, and we realize that they can also engage with the note. We have some AI apps that are outside there that can be bringing to the LMS, whereby you can ask the PDF series of questions, which will help them. And also another one is we have it a kind of case study format, whereby most of the notes can be converted into a form of case study questions that students can interact with. So if they have something of that nature, it prepares their mind toward the kind of problems they will see in the industry. Because I realize that the way things are going on, a lot of things are gonna change with the advent of this AI, and there's a need for us to start bringing the students to understand that they need to also skill up and also make sure they know how to use AI, and at the same time use it in such a way that they can be relevant in the industry.
Thank you very much, you guys. So I think let's switch to our friends in Zimbabwe, and maybe if they can just do a quick introduction to them, because I don't know their names now. I have on the program Solomon, Gracious, Chipo, and Tendai. So just a quick introduction, and then again, tell us a bit about your research, and again, don't leave anything out, but you have 3 minutes.
Thank you, Prof. I am Solomon Marime. Unfortunately, it's just me and my colleagues. They are not with me today. So I'm just going to give just a brief background about our research. Maybe just a background. The world is now experiencing a significant transformation with the emergence of artificial intelligence. So AI is actually revolutionizing the sectors, various sectors, and education sector is not excluded. It's actually witnessing a paradigm shift in teaching and learning methods. So the integration of artificial intelligence in education, it actually has the potential to enhance student learning outcomes and also to improve efficiency and increase accessibility. So, however, the effective integration of artificial intelligence in education, it actually requires for teachers to possess the necessary skills, knowledge, and also support. Teachers, they are essential in harnessing the potential of artificial intelligence to create a personalized or adaptive and engaging learning experiences. So, but now, nevertheless, many educators, they lack the necessary training and resources to effectively integrate artificial intelligence in their teaching practice. Hence, the need for teacher training and development in artificial intelligence that need is urgent. So the educators, they require support to develop the necessary competencies to design and implement artificial intelligence infused lesson plans, and also to navigate artificial intelligence powered tools and resources that address the ethical and also social implications. So teachers, they need to be equipped to facilitate the student development of artificial intelligence related skills, such as maybe critical thinking or problem solving and data literacy. So this is all about our topic, teacher training and professional development. Just a background for that, for artificial intelligence in the equipping educators for the future classroom. Thank you, Prof. Just a background for that.
Thank you very much, Solomon. So let's say I'm an educator and I realize, sure, this AI stuff is just beyond me. And I attend these training courses. What can I look forward to? What should be in the curriculum of an educator to actually get a fay with AI and use it in our classrooms?
Thank you, Prof. Because what we are aiming to do is now to address the key challenges and then come up with strategies. So in the classroom, we need to address, maybe let me start by to respond to your question to address the key challenges. Then I'll come back to your question. The key challenges that we find, like I said, is lack of technical expertise, where educators might not have a strong technical background. And also another problem is the pedagogical integration challenges, and also the concerns about the job displacement by the educators themselves, the data privacy. So the artificial intelligence tools, they often require student data, training programs. They can also address data privacy and security concerns. So to address these challenges, there's needs, there's need to assess the needs assessment of the educators, to identify the educators' specific needs and to provide tailored guidance, coaching, and resources to address their unique challenges. So the educators, they actually need hands-on experience and also get pedagogical integration guidance to provide a clear guidance on effectively integrating these artificial intelligence tools in teaching practices.
Thank you very much. Maybe a closing question from my side before I open to the floor. And like I said, I'm a teacher, but most of the people here are librarians. So both to the local guys and to you, Solomon, what can be done to bring AI into the library? What are the different things, for example, with the LMS we can do that would make librarians' lives easier?
Did I get that question correctly?
Basically, just how can AI enrich librarians' lives?
Okay, your question is how can AI enrich librarians' lives?
Yes.
Okay. For what I think is that the librarians' lives can be saved by, let me say, these artificial intelligence tools, when they are infused into teaching practices, they align with curriculum standards and also learning objectives for teachers. So in libraries, being that I'm not into library much, I'm into the academic side, I may not be able to respond to adequately representing the library people.
No problem with that, Solomon, but maybe to the local guys. You guys told us about gaming and all of it in the classroom, but what can we do around the library with AI? What have you guys found in your research?
Yeah, in the library, I think a library also can partner with the labs, and one of the key things that we are looking forward to is to have a section in the library, whereby people can do some what's called lab work virtually, VR, whereby we can have a section within the library whereby instead of populating the lab, you can come into the library. We have a session whereby you do your practical in form of a VR session. We have a section there in the library whereby you come there and you take your practical in that section, and that also eases the pressure on the laboratory section, and that also will help.
Okay, thank you. So we had gaming and VR, so thank you for that. So we're out of time basically, but I want to give one question to the audience. Any of you, show me that the librarians have good questions as well. Who has a question for either Solomon or the guys locally? Any questions? If you took a yawn there, it means your hand's up. I need a question from you.
Here's one.
Yes, there's one.
Can we ask online?
Thank you so much for the opportunity. My question will be based on the gentleman that is presenting online. Yes, I want to fully agree with him when he says there is a need for teachers to be developed. One of the frameworks that are very famous in educational technology is the TPACK framework, which emphasizes that teachers need to have content knowledge, pedagogical knowledge, and technological knowledge. But coming to my question, I think most universities, they normally focus on three things: teaching and learning, research, and community engagement. So I want to ask the gentleman if they don't think if higher education institutions should focus more on community engagement programs that are aimed at equipping teachers when it comes to AI. Because at least colleagues that are at higher education institutions, they are exposed to these trainings. So don't you think that if we can focus more on community engagement and make it a point that our programs, they focus on equipping teachers with AI, don't you think that maybe it can work? What is your thinking on that? Thank you.
Okay. Okay, thank you. I'm sure I might have gotten the question correctly. You are saying we should focus more on community engagement. Is that so?
And how?
Yes. The question, maybe I didn't get the question correctly. Maybe I have my network my network bandwidth is too low this side, but I could hear part of the question. But I think decoding your question, you were saying we should focus more on community engagement. Is that so?
Yes. Just expand on that a little bit, Solomon. Can you hear me?
On focusing on community engagement.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Okay. No, thank you. Yeah, I think I should agree with the contributor there. I agree with him that we should focus more on community engagement. Why? Because actually, I think it actually covers community engagement. It actually covers most of these the challenges that we face as educators when we engage the community. We are able to address maybe most of the questions that we have, and also be able to consider to consider the potential strategies for effective teaching, training, and professional development. So I think community engagement, it allows for hands-on experience and experimentation. So it actually offers opportunities for teachers to explore and experiment with artificial intelligence tools in a supportive environment, which actually fosters comfort and also confidence. Thank you.
And with that, our time is up. And I just want to thank our panelists here and abroad. And sorry, we just outside. We are out of time, unfortunately. So I have to call it. Okay, we'll take the question if it's quick. So do anybody want to ask the question? And you have to respond within 30 seconds. So
yes,
keep a
I'm
bullet
online.
point.
Can you hear me?
We can.
Yeah, the earlier speaker, sorry, I was in and out of the session. The earlier presenter presented AI authored books. So my question is, how can we have authors such as AI? Because recent research found that AI is only a conversational tool. It's not an author. It cannot be credited, and therefore it cannot be cited or referenced. Can I get clarity from the panel?
Yeah, sorry, to the international or to the virtual guy, that is, we spoke about AI in teaching and learning, not AI in authorship. So what we'll do is after the fact, we'll give a name or two of the experts in a previous session who spoke about that. And because unfortunately our expert here is on teaching and learning, not on research and authoring. So thank you for the questions. Let's give a big round of applause to our